Drex here from Drex Factor Poi, sharing with you the love of poi spinning and flow arts to benefit your body and brain. And today, oh, I've got such a strange combo for you. Before we dive in, let me give a quick shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Flow DNA, Flow Fests, Flow Toys, Juggling Calling, Pyroterra Light Toys, Spinballs, and Ultrapoi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about all these amazing companies and the work that they're doing to support flow artists like yourself by checking out the links that I've got down in the description of this video. And a special thanks to the first non-business friend of the channel, Johnny Howard. Thanks so much for your support, Johnny. So sometimes I have a concept that I'm trying to teach with these combos. Sometimes there's an approach to how I do transitions that I want to give you all a use case for. In some cases, as in today, I just start moving the poi and strange things start happening and it's too weird and too fun not to share. So this is going to involve some very, very strange uses of crossing pendulums past each other, as well as that most viral of all dance steps from a couple years ago, the floss. And to get down this combo, you will need the following tricks under your belt. Tuck turns, windmills, point isolations. I will include links to tutorials on all of these tricks down in the description, as well as up in the cards if you happen to be watching this video on YouTube. I'm going to show you the combo at full speed, take you through it step by step, and then show it to you again in slow motion. Okay, so let's dive into this because there's a lot of pieces in here. It starts off with having both of the poi over to my right-hand side here, and I want you to notice as I turn around here that the poi are about shoulders width apart. This is important because I'm going to go ahead and switch them over into doing pendulums back and forth. Now you'll notice as I'm doing that here, I'm switching back and forth between my right hand poi, that is the orange one, being the one that is rearmost, and then over on my left hand side, it's my left poi that is rearmost, which when you look at it from the front and everything, it looks like you're just doing standard pendulums. But what is really going on here is that I'm basically creating X's with the two poi, yeah? So I go back and forth and I stop them over here on my left-hand side. Note that once again, there's a shoulder's distance between them, but from the vantage point of the audience, yeah, it just looks like I've stalled them off to the side. I bring them back down in pendulums and I go up on my right, bring them back down in pendulums, up on my left. Really, really, really important here. As you look down on them, it looks like they crisscross each other. So as I'm going from my right side to my left side, I'm kind of tilting my left-hand plane back towards my hip, and I'm kind of moving my right-hand plane out away from myself, like so. So as they're doing that nice little pendulum move and everything, it switches which one is in front and which one is behind, so that when I get to the other side here, I now have my right hand in front rather than my right hand behind if they were just going straight back and forth, right? Okay, so we want to go from our right side to our left side, from our left side to our right side, then from our right side to our left side, and then things change. So the right hand doesn't do anything for a second. The left hand, however, is going to do another little pendulum to take itself underneath the right hand. Why? Because our arms wind up crossed, should be the right hand on top, and we're going to unwind from this into a Poitruvian man / windmill. You're only going to do 2 of these because the whole point of this is actually just to move the hands around just a little bit and to add a little bit of, I guess I would say, dynamics to this combo, because otherwise otherwise everything is just pendulums, right? Either which way, you want to come to a rest with both of your hands stalling over to your right hand side. For me, this means that coming out of having my right hand poi behind my head, I'm just straight up stalling it, and then my left hand goes down and around to meet it over here on my right. So this is where things get incredibly weird, because I know that I am years late on this meme, but yeah, we're gonna do the damn floss with pendulums here. So I drop the poi back and forth, and the key to this is that whatever your hands do, your hips move the opposite direction, right? So it's as both of my hands go back to the corner, my hips go forward and to stage right. I then move them in opposition so that my hips go back to the left and backwards while my hands go forward and stage right. And then I switch the placement of my hands and my hips. So now my hands are on my left side and my hips went off to the right. I pull my hands back towards the right and backwards, and my hips forward and to the left, come out. And then I take my hips to the left, my hands to the right, pull forward, yeah? So you're only gonna have to do one rep of this. Altogether, it is hands go back from the right, out, over to the left, back, out, over to the right, back, out. That's the floss, but we're gonna do it with pendulums. And honestly, doing it with pendulums is pretty lovely because we can do this in slow motion then, and you don't have to like rip through it like some people do. So, after we have landed from our windmill here, you're going to go ahead, push your pelvis forward, and then back, over, push your pelvis forward, back, over, push your pelvis forward, and we're going to bring the poi up and around behind our shoulders, and then stall them over to our left side to bring this very strange combo to a close. All right, so all that from the top. It's not very long. There's just some really weird stuff in it. So we start off with the poi over to the right-hand side, and we go into our pendulums to the left. We do pendulums over to the right. We do pendulums over to the left. We bring the left hand underneath, and we unwind into a windmill / Portruvian man once, twice, bring to a stall, and I do floss to the right, out, to the left, out, back, to the right, in, come out of it, in my tuck turns, and bring it to a stop on my left-hand side. Let us see that again in slow motion. Awesome. I know this one is super weird, but I would still love to see your version of it. Pretty please post a video of yourself doing this combo to Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, and make sure to tag me. I want to see all of you out there doing the floss with your pendulums. That will make me a very, very happy Drex this weekend. If you got anything out of this video, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to help other people find it, and of course, to help my channel grow. And of course, a huge thank you, because this video would not be possible without the kind contributions of these wonderful folks right here. These are my Flow patrons over on Patreon, and they, along with the wonderful people listed down in the description, help to make this video and all the videos on my channel possible. If you would like to help me out in my mission of bringing flow arts and poi spinning to the wider world and helping people connect with their brains and their bodies as creative beings, you can do so by heading over to patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi and signing up. There you can get early access to all of my content, a say in what topics I tackle in the future, plus some great extras and behind the scenes content as well. So go check that out. Please and thank you. Have you got a trick or an idea that you would love to see me build a combo around? Let me know down in the comments, and that might become the seed for a brand new piece of weirdness. Goodness knows, I don't think it can get weirder than what we did today. I will go ahead and leave a link to a playlist of other videos I've done that are combo tutorials like this one down in the description, as well as up on screen if you happen to be watching on YouTube. Be sure to get outside and get your flow on today, and I will see you with a brand new video on Monday. Peace.